Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Give me a second here while I ping the Discord. Cool. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Nice to see so many of you. They're 18 already at the start. Let me know if the audio and stuff is okay. We should be alright, I think. First stream in the new office. So I want to make sure no settings have reset. OBS loves to make my life difficult sometimes. But welcome in, Roman. And Machine Core as well. Thank you for becoming a member, mate. Appreciate it. Brassack, of course, mate. Happy Sunday. Red Pickles, Nomis, Sarani, Adrian, Diego, and the Casual Horse. Would you ever build a horse racing track in CS 1 or 2? And we did an equestrian yard in Project Skylines recently, actually. But yes, I would. It kind of inspired me to actually maybe explore some more equestrian-themed infrastructure. So for the VOD watchers that are watching this back, I'll timestamp the start of the build. We're just going to build in a more creative mode in this map. I mentioned in the tier list, it's very Phoenix feeling. Feels Phoenix inspired. I'm not sure if it actually is. And I mentioned it'd be good for a Margrid project, so that's what we'll build here. In a creative mode. Hey, Great Ganji, Jude, EMB, Rob, Stephen, Mando, how are you, mate? Nice to see you. Aussie Bronco, Peter. Greetings from Kenya, how exotic. Greetings from the UK, Peter, with Paul as well. Yes, tomorrow as well, of course, Ilium starts tomorrow. Very exciting. Ilium does start tomorrow. So I do have a bit of a surprise for you guys. We have Coco Cam for the first time in years. So I hope you can see that. It should come through okay. She's currently not in her bed though. She's just off to the right hand side of it. You can just make out her left shoulder. So when she pops back into the bed, if she does, then I'll put it back on. But for the time being, she's just out of frame. Because the sun is on the carpet, so she's lying in the sun. So give it half an hour. Once the sun moves, I'm sure she'll reposition. So we might get to see her. But if not, I'll get her into the bed so you can see her before we finish. Welcome in all 61 of you here. Hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. So let's get started in the build. So map comes with a couplet, which is 100 egg points. But I think we're going to go ahead and bring this straight into 3-lane. This is going to be very Phoenix, right? We want lots of strode here, is the vibe. We'll probably trigger the pedestrianisation police today. And then it can fall back to 2 as it hits the highway, that's okay. I think I want more chunky 4-lane as well, so we'll restructure probably this junction. And then we'll send this out and across. Let's come. Something like that. That's great. Yeah, we'll definitely make sure we catch some Coco action before we finish. I'll keep my eye on where she is. I'll tell you what I can do actually. Hold on. I can just put it on, and then ever so slightly just show you her there. You see? She's just there. I can leave that on if you want. Although I hope it doesn't fall. You have to let me know. I'm not sure if it's going to work alright for you. I don't usually do webcam stuff, so feedback is welcome. This road here, we use small 4-lane. I imagine that's going to become a nightmare for traffic eventually, but we might be able to do some node control stuff with that. And then all this 4-lane as well to start forming up the grid. Which I think I'll stick to the rule I used in Ilos, which was 100 by 100 units. Or was it 200? One more lane, bro. I should have called the stream that actually, Nemis. The map comes with the beginnings of a Margrid. Yeah, kind of starts you off like this. If you check out the ring road of the highway, I'm almost sure Ron has looked at Phoenix for this. It's nearly identical, especially with the river as well. Even though in real life it's mostly dry, I think, isn't it? But yeah, has to be Phoenix. Be very surprised if it's anywhere else. Hey, Black Sabbath, welcome to the stream. Oh, how are you doing, buddy? Our German brethren are joining us. Guten Morgen. Even though it's the afternoon. I don't know what good afternoon is in German. You have to let me know. So first zone-ins, let's start focusing around this here. I want to start bringing in a lot of commercial down this main central strip. So of course we have to put it on a frontage. We'll continue on no parking roads. And I already know the asset I want for this one. We'll duplicate King Leno's strip mall and splice it together. Hey Big Dave, how are you, mate? How's it going? Nice to see you. What's a mile grid? It's a planning concept. Do you want to just quickly visit what a mile grid is? It's probably most would consider to be a monstrosity of city planning, I would say. It's kind of urban planning to an extreme degree. But of course, ILOS was inspired by Phoenix, Arizona. And as you approach the mainly the northwestern suburb of Glendale, it gets kind of insane with this mile by mile grid arterial structure. And it goes forever just across the desert. And it's just this insane space to explore. There's so much inspiration. Very unique way of, it's almost like grid to the extreme degree, right? So say for example, you know, you need to build a school. You can just zoom into what I thought was a school, but it's fields next to a church with baseball. This asset's in CS1. And more farming. So it's just so random. It's so erratic. And we took a lot of inspiration from Glendale, didn't we? And this bit of the mile grid with the diagonal highway cutting through the middle of it. And it's wild. It's a really, really wild place. Salt Lake City is very much the same as well. I think I find this so interesting because it's so alien to anything I've ever lived in. Like, I lived in London before, but London's nothing like this. It's wild. It produces so much inspiration. You want park inspiration, you can zoom into something green and find a golf course. It's yeah, super unique city. And the mile grid is present in a couple of different US cities, I think, isn't it? Someone might be better advised to sort of say that for definite. Salt Lake City also features it quite heavily, doesn't it, I think? I believe. Sure, a lot of Texan cities probably have it as well. So King Leno, wonderful human being with fantastic character. Looks like 3 of his shopping plazas will probably fit quite tidily here. Looks like we're also playing with a gradual crawl down to that riverbed as well, aren't we? Not everything is flat here. We'll do our industry over here in a second. I want to get this little frontage commercial sorted first. Upper Tampa. Lots of western cities that are mostly built after the automobile. Is that the reasoning, Brad? Makes sense, I guess, wouldn't it? Chicago is also a lot of mile grid. Yeah, Chicago's got a lot of it. Yeah. Hello people, hey Duck, is this the start of ILS 2? It essentially will be ILS 2, yeah. It can just be a project that we dip into whenever one of the mainline series isn't in need of a stream, right? So as bringing utilities, we'll definitely have this visible from the drive-by into the city. So lots of water towers, probably do some plopped industrial evolution fun as well. Let's have a dirt road come out to this actually. Has everyone had a good weekend? I hope so. Oh, Black Sabbath with a €5 super chat. You have a lot planned. Thank you so much, Black. Appreciate the €5, mate. Yes, we do. Always. There's always something going on. We've got a ton of series going on at the minute, actually, with another one about to start tomorrow. Shout out to William, everyone. I don't think I use industrial road for this area. I think we'll just stick to normal road. Very basic power setup here, stuck in the Green City's coal plant. And we'll stick our sewage over here as well. We'll turn our attention back toward this a little bit later when we build the industrial area. Just so everyone's happy. Coco, oh, she's moved. She's moved. Hold on. Hold on. She's back in her bed. There you go. That's exactly what we wanted. Hello, Cocoa Beans. So I call that bed, the bread basket. There you go. That's better now, right? Not sure if you guys, are you guys even watching the city or just watching me? I'm actually watching. Everyone's just going to watching Coco all stream, aren't they? I think they probably will. Let's not duplicate it this side. I think that'll look too robotic. And then here, we'll set up a residential district. I'm not bothered about plopping low density residential. It can grow in for the most part. Unless we're in very specific circumstances. Get that nice and neat. That's probably going to expand though. We can use shops with Shibuya as well. We can try plopping some of that actually. But for residential, let's just do European suburbia. Let that grow around here. We can also get rid of these little houses. And then just back it onto it there as well. Try and keep the arterial roads free of zoning, at least in the start, until we can maybe get another interchange hooked in. Wonderful. So let's have a look at shops of Shibuya, shall we? Find it hasn't been updated with the tag, so we'll just scroll right to the bottom of commercial to find it. So this is industrial, emerging downtowns, so it starts here, doesn't it? Can I go for something a bit bigger there? Maybe try a little shops of Shibuya front, shall we? See what we can do with it. There's not tons of 4D assets. Let's maybe check out 3 as well. Create some little alleyway spaces as well. I did actually mention some of these would make good fusibles, didn't I? These was one of them. So let's do the lowest level one. And we'll see what we can do with that. And Coco, watch. Oh, she's staring straight into the camera as well now, right? I can make the camera a bit bigger if you want on the stream. Mostly watching Coco, that's absolutely fine. Calyx. Absolutely fine. I would be as well, to be fair. I would be watching Coco. I'm going to save the stairs there on the side. Let's see if we can fuse this element in. And definitely a little bit of surface painter. Through here. Are you guys going to be picking up the new packs, by the way? Just let me know if you're getting pack 4 or Shops of Shibuya. I don't want to go concrete all the way. Get something else in here as well. Let's do this fusing first, see how much room this is going to want. You need me to pet Coco, do you? I might disturb her though, and then she'll get up and want to play. Which means I have to then go and sort her out. She's just got in from a walk, so she is pretty tired. But yeah, if I start scratching and playing and fussing, she'll probably get up and want to carry that on. So, for the sake of the stream, I will do it at some point when we have a hydration break. Coco is a real like she makes all the content she is. I'm just her video editor. Coco is the star of the show. A bad wolf for the $2.99 Australian dollar super chat, paying for a Coco pet please. I don't know you pay for them. Alright, hold on. Make sure not to accidentally face reveal myself. Thank you for the super chat, Wolfie. Yeah, I'll just give her a scratch. Yeah, is that okay? There you go. Thank you, Wolfie. Thank you for, well, I guess Coco will be saying thank you, right? I want car parking behind here. We were building a new city on stream, didn't realise it's puppy dog eyes. Yeah, she's pretty distracting, isn't she? She's very cute when she comes over and she wants to play and she's like just pawing your leg like, come on, let's go. Let's have some fun. Let's come on then, Coco Beans. Let's leave. I want to get something in here as well. Let's continue to explore shops of Shibuya. And we'll go for 2 deeps. 1, 2. I wouldn't mind that one on the final corner actually. I reckon we can have some fun with that. With the positioning of the car park in here. Might have to do some building spawn points work here, we'll see. How can you play map packs early? I get early access from Paradox, mate. Once the embargo lifts, which was on Friday, I can show it to you. Push the shop front back a little bit here as well. Thank you for 134 of you for joining me as well on a Sunday. Appreciate you spending a bit of your weekend with me. Okay, and some potential bench fun down here. I want a planter. Vanilla asset planter. What have we got? Probably something from maybe plazas. And let's do 15 segment. It's a bit much actually, maybe 9. Yeah. And then benches as well, I think. Just a regular one, nothing fancy. Actually, yeah, let's go fancy. Let's use the campus, the trade school bench. And then this will go something like that. Other way though for that side, of course. Cool. Now let's straighten that up. Let's just go for props here. And then a bin, something. I feel like I'm very focused on the detail in here. I'm not talking too much, very much, am I? We'll have a little hydration break here in a second. Right, just so we're respecting that staircase on the side of the shops for Shibuya assets. That shouldn't look too bad from the roadside here, I don't think either. Bit of a theatre and shopping complex by the highway. Don't hate that. Oh, Michael W. Very generous of you, mate. 20 US$ super chat. In appreciation of the ongoing CS1 content. You're a beautiful human being, fantastic character, Michael. Thank you for the $20, buddy. It's very kind of you. Josh is here as well. Hey, Josh, nice to see you, mate. Nitrous and Serious. Hello. Who else am I missing here? We caught Shawnage. Corey Sims. Hello, mate. Great Ganji. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, hey, Biffa. Welcome into the stream, bud. How are you? Happy Sunday. Hopefully lots of tea. Good times ahead. Mm. Biffa, I don't know if you've caught the intro to Town to City, by the way. I said it in my video. The narrator sounds like a young Biffa. I actually had to double take. I even said in the video, like, is that Biffa? It's like, it sounds exactly like him on some pronunciations. And someone concurred in the comments as well, so it wasn't just me. Let's bring some sand in. As a note to you as well, Michael, thank you for the same thing. Thank you for the return of the support for ongoing CS1 content. You are amazing, mate. I'm glad you enjoy it so much. The sand core's pretty much the same, isn't it? Grass. We go grass down the middle? Since there was already so much, oh yeah, let's do grass and then we'll do some palm lines. Let's go almost like obnoxious, kind of Miami-esque grid palm detail in here. I guess Phoenix has got a lot of palms as well, hasn't it? You know what I mean? Like kind of overly landscaped Venice Beach sort of thing. Like tons of palms. Try that. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, it's in like the opening 50 seconds of the video or something. As you start a new city, there's like a little narrator sort of building up your city, if you like. A pedestrian overpass, I think, here might be quite welcome. Also got our first people arriving here as well. Hello, people. Probably don't need all these traffic lights here either. Let's turn them off. And don't do your little dance, just go, please. Yeah, a little pedestrian overpass here. Which is a campus pathway because they're very nice. Hey, Minor, welcome in, mate. Biffa's got a tea as we speak, fantastic news. Will aliens make a comeback too? I can turn them on in the Sky profile for next stream if you want. It's up to you guys, really. What campus path do we want? Let's do... I've not got precision engineering on, have I? You idiot egg. We should be okay. And we could do this down both routes as well, actually. Let's do it like this. Got 143 of you here as well. Thank you for that, guys. It's a lot of you. Especially for a Sunday stream. Hey, Jen. Welcome to stream. What the hell's going on here? Margaret, it is Margaret, Jen. Yeah, I'm literally just getting started. With some shops of Shibuya waterfront. Let me move the sun. It's very dark here, isn't it? There we go. Palms. It's got to be the California tour, hasn't it? California there. I love Coco's just totally passed out in front of the webcam as well, like she is gone. That's it now. That is it. Until the next walk in about 2.5 hours time, I would estimate. Paths not the same length, hashtag geometry please. There you go. Good spot. And then could go roadie lining. That would be quite obnoxious as well, wouldn't it? Like loads of pink. Like move away from the wild hedge. If we're going kind of over the top landscaping vibes. Don't use a roadie line too often actually, they are quite nice. Let me mute my phone as well, everyone. Apologies. Oh geez, there we go. ILOS vibes indeed, yeah. ILOS flashbacks right now. I know. That was 3 years ago, you know, ILOS. 3 years. That gap in the cup looks ripe for a light rail. Or palms, I guess, yeah. And we could do light rail in some section, absolutely. We could even bring the light rail here. Or trams. Right down the middle. And then possibly... Ooh, look, we're even getting grassy tram lines. I've seen this somewhere. There's a place like this in the Netherlands, maybe? I think. Maybe we can curve it in. Like that. And then just one angle snap in here. Like that. Like that. Back to node. And then we'll take it into the suburb nearness. That might get quite spicy. But we'll see. Let's node control it as well. Oh, we're going to get some unfun tearing here, aren't we? It is quite big. Not a ton of room there. That's not going to be very healthy. Maybe take some of the grass away. Yeah, maybe off the pavement actually. That looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Is the surface painter in line with the grid? Oh my god, it is as well. What a beast Uncle Ron is. He actually factored that in. Amazing. The surface painter does line up with the starting grid. That's incredible. New Orleans has grassy tram lines in some places. Quite a fun aesthetic, isn't it? Not something we've ever done either, you know. I like that. We're nowhere near trams yet, though. Let's give them some services. Let's keep them coming down this street as well. So let's move through medical. We could just give them a larger hospital from the start. It would give us some higher density infrastructure immediately, which always feels quite unnatural for me at the start of a city for some reason, even though we're not following progression milestones here. Hey Claire, welcome to the stream. So let me have a bit of a catch on chat here. Let me have a hydration break. I feel like I've just done a lot of building the first bit of the stream. First half an hour without talking too much. Let's bring on some sunset vibes too. I imagine it probably won't hit as hard as Ilos' sunset did, but we can dream. Nah, no way near, right? no way near to the Phoenix theme. That sunset. There's something so nice about glass and palms in tandem, isn't there? There really is. These shops definitely took me back to walking the streets of Shibuya. Have you been, Josh? How exciting. Hey, when is the first episode of Ilium? Tomorrow, mate. Tomorrow morning, 11 AM UK, Ilium releases. It will replace that Rannoch release window. So every Monday from tomorrow, your CS1 series will return to the channel. Yeah. And available on early access, on membership and Patreon as well, if you're interested. Next week's episode a week early. Yeah, 3 years, Gen, absolutely blew by. Really did. Those roadies are quite tall, aren't they? They're towering over the car. I've only just noticed that. So I've been following now for at least 4 years, yeah. Scary, isn't it? I judge my life now by how long it's been since a certain build. So, it's been 5 years since Palaven, has it? How interesting. Everything's from Palaven, really. Long time. Yeah, grassy charm lines in CS1. Yeah, if you've got the grass surface painter in your theme, you can paint them. Yeah. Have a drink here too. Posture check and hydration break for all. Antwerp has grassy tram lines as well. Should we have a look at some of them, see what sits around them? Antwerp grassy tram lines. Surely a Google search will bring something up. Yeah, there we go. Exactly what I'm thinking about mine. This stuff here, right? Yeah, exactly that. So tree lining is obviously a prominent feature. We can do that. I guess that's just a tram line through the grass, isn't it? Rather than what we're talking about, but same concept. Same thing there as well. Yeah, well, tree lining everywhere, isn't it, right? So we'll do that as well, mine. Good shout. New Orleans would be a cool city. Yeah, I was looking at New Orleans when I was looking at doing a southern state inspired build, because I still want to do that one day, kind of a Tennessee or an Alabama or a Mississippi. kind of a real deep southern state build, I'd love to do that. I did look at New Orleans for that as well. That'll probably happen one day. We'll tick that off at some point. Went over this year on a work trip. Very nice, Josh. Very nice. So excited, really. I'm glad to hear Bread Pickles. We'll need a Liara emoji to replace Tali. That's true. Although, slight spoilers, EMB. I have a question. If I click on the instant gaming link, is that linked to you? Yeah, so it's a chat link. So if you click on the instant gaming link, it knows where you've come from for 30 days. So any purchases you make for 30 days from clicking that window on your account, I will get the commission on. All you have to do is go through the link, that's it. And it comes back to me, Chris. Thank you for using the link. Appreciate it. Oh, the great Ganji, welcome to Basket of welcome to Basket of Eggs, mate. Thank you for joining the YouTube membership. Appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Last time I turned into a stream was Ilos. God, it's been a long while then, Romania. Been a long old while indeed. Okay, services is what we were doing. We'll do police or fire next. Let's have not that. The content creator ones are all a bit small for what I'm after. I feel like the cities one can maybe do the few more fire stations actually. I feel like they're all quite themed, which I guess can be a good thing as well. Probably been spoilt by CS2's fire stations. They are very nice. I think I'm feeling the modern fire station, which we might repurpose with the school and have it on an angle facing into this major corner. Let's go, let's snap into the grid. Something like that. We'll go full frontage. And then we'll actually draw that connection out from there. And then we'll form up probably the school campus here. Although... probably want to bring this arterial system through, don't I? Along the river. Let's account for that first before we do the campus. Generally eyeball that against the river. Probably put a key next to it or something. And then we use 4 small lane for the junction. Everyone is a criminal, so we'll add some police. Let's have police station right on the corner here by the main junction. Might even pop this on a bit of an angle as well. Something like that. Oh. That would be the grass police headquarters, wouldn't it? Imagine, for people coming at me saying like, egg, this is the wrong type of grass. This is this is where they all work from. Grass police HQ. Oh god, look at that surface paint lining up with the grid. Isn't that gorgeous? We'll do some more fusions around that. I think some fencing maybe. Kind of expand the back of the police station. We've got medical, we need death care, don't we? Let's sort out death care. I wouldn't mind a cemetery. Maybe in the suburb. This one here maybe. Let's grow out some of our shapes. We'll go back to back. Stick with very basic, rigid, dense zone in here. Oh, look at it all line up. Isn't that amazing? And then cemetery can just go here in amongst more housing in a second. It's everyone happy now, isn't it? Besides the fire station, which wants its road connection. And then we'll have a look at education around this bit of the city here too. Just tidy up some of this surface paint a bit. I think airport apron's probably better on this angle, isn't it, since we're not straight on with the compass here. I'll just line up with the building instead. Maybe even another one on the other side too. And then in terms of what we can put here, we could stick with the more modern plazas and promenades buildings, which would all match quite nicely with that. Have we ever stuck all three of these together? I don't think we have we? All the plazas and promenades schools? Have we ever tried a fusion of these? Because there's some very interesting angles. God, that sun's so dark, isn't it? Sorry, I'll keep moving the shadows for you. Quite intense on this theme. I should have installed Theme Mixer, really. Maybe that black to red corner there. This also might give us some space between the buildings if we play it right. Let's add some pathways behind it. Same style, but quite different colour schemes, aren't they? I'm not sure about that one. Hey! 2C, how are you? Michael. Dude, I've not seen you for years, man. I couldn't even remember your handle then. So nice to see you, mate. Are you still in LA? Driving buses? Amazing. I missed you, Mike. What a nice name to see pop up again, my friend. Hope you're well. I don't know. What do you think? I wasn't expecting to see that name, Jen. I was like, what? I was like, no, that is a very old name. Yeah. It's nice to see you again, Mike. The right-angled school will work best behind the fire station. Which is the right-angled school? One we just fused. Oh yeah, actually, yeah. You're right. There we go. That gives us the walkable space beneath as well. Yeah, we got some pathways through this. And then maybe have this one as a bit of a separate building. Maybe on an angle as well, possibly. Let's put that on the angle of the road. Which is on a different angle there, isn't it? It's fine, we'll do it this way instead. Something like that. I may call this the same height as well, because we've got some awkwardness happening here, especially with so much surface work as well, it'll be really noticeable. Turn everything back on. And up to the same height as the frontage road, I think. Do the terrain as well. Oh, Maniac Mano with a $10 super chat. Good morning, people. Good morning, Maniac. Thank you for your $10, sorry, mate. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for support. Good morning to you. And indeed, the Americans joining us for the stream. Happy Sunday to all. And around the back of this, we can have some fun indeed, I think. Let's do this corner as well. Let's bring this road down onto its arterial systems. We'll do a bit of a angle in the road there too. This can also come down. I might even do a fun little cul-de-sac at the end of this as well here. Just put another node on. Usually let's do my cul-de-sacs to 150% with node controller. And then just curve that out a little bit. I wonder if we're shallow enough for a retaining wall there. Might be. Sorry, just woke up to go to work and saw the live stream, had to stop by. Is this the first episode? It is. Not the first stream, yeah. There won't be episodes on this city. But yeah, still driving buses, finally getting seniority and better schedules. Love to hear that, mate. Love to hear it, mate. But you have a safe day driving the buses, buddy. And don't be a stranger. Come say good morning to us, mate. You are missed. Yeah, we can get away with that, can't we? A little bit of node controller sharpening too. Yes, please. And then I'll bring this up, and then this can come to the same height as the node on the road. And maybe even another stretch here. Bring that up. Okay, happy with that, I think. We'll make all of this space concrete up top and have some plaza fun around it. Not everywhere though, maybe just up to there. And then we'll use an apron to join that with the pavement. Still some surface painted there as well, isn't there? Yeah. Yes. I think I'm happy with that. I think I like that. It gives us... What did we actually place? Elementary and high school, okay. We won't need university for a little bit yet, probably not this stream at least. Campus, a modded campus will be a whole stream in itself. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm very much looking forward to Ilium's first campus. That would be an awful lot of fun indeed, I think. Got 177 of you here as well, guys. Thank you for joining me. Busy live stream that on. Appreciate your support. And you spending your time watching Coco, I'm sure. Please make it into a series, please, please. I won't make any episodes on this city. But, so whenever we're streaming and, you know, we need something else to work on. That isn't Yoakley or Project Skylines or Ilium. Then we've got this to jump into as well. Because I love building Margaret structures, they're so fascinating. And any excuse to go take inspiration again from Phoenix in an official asset sort of modded tool capacity. I quite enjoy it, I think. Gonna do some palm gardens here. We'll whip out the old faithful palm garden. Some car parking, maybe a multi-story here, while we're kind of playing with a bit of a campus space. I think a multi-story would go down well. Very Phoenix as well, of course. Not that Phoenix is the only city that uses multi-story car parks, but there's a lot of them. Where do I want it there? I think just here. Just across. We can use that as that height begins to change as well, just to sort of blend it in a bit. It's not as obvious with the asset there, is it? Long time subscriber, don't comment much, but good to see Exmat here the other day. Glad to hear, Hendy. Nice to hear from you as well. Thank you for watching for so long. Good to see you. Miss you all too. Yes, don't be a stranger, Mike. Enjoy your shift, buddy. We'll catch you around. It's nice to have a purely stream city. Yeah, I think it is, Nemus. I think it is. We did the creative mode series, if anyone remembers that. That was probably about the same time as Islos was going on. On Eggsy's remastered Azure Gulf. But I simply just lost interest in the map, and when I don't enjoy the map, I just, yeah. You can tell in the builds when I'm not enjoying it, you know? So, that's kind of what happened with that series, but I think this one will, which was a stream series as well, which is my point for bringing it up. But, yeah, I think it'll be fun. Coach, we can make all this walkable. Let's make it proper walkable as well. Let's have a little connection here. So then people from the main street can actually just get on this campus, because obviously that's not a walkable area there. Michael W. has been a member for 35 months, Michael. What? Such a long time, mate. Thank you so much for 35 months of membership. Can't remember. This is the first official CS1 project without milestones. No, just talked about that, yeah, with the creative mode. That would have been the first. That was unlockable, wasn't it? Also, this will make it the second, yeah. Okay. Let's bring some props into the concrete yard. Now, you know what as well we'll do? Because Michael's just dropped a fat 35-month subscription on membership, which is insane, Michael. This can be, if you want to rename it something else yourself, just tag me in the live chat. Oh, no, I can't do the punctuation, can I? Because that's a shortcut for a mod. So, ignore the grammar. Michael's... School of Excellence. If you want to change it, Michael, just let me know. So yeah, just as I hit send, I answered your question. Great minds, Michael. Great minds. A couple of flower plazas, maybe. I think just so we can. Oh, come on, airport apron, get out of the way. Oh, and of course, airport apron's a building as well, isn't it? What a pain in the ass. Let's push these back a touch. I'll have to remove the airport aprons in a second. There we go. Kind of annoying that's not classed as a decal really, but whatever, we can get over it. Oh yes, they're already using it as well. Beautiful. Fantastic. And please get a functional parking garage for next stream. Yeah, that's a good point actually, Nomis. I might turn on some of the parking assets for a Margaret see. And the parking lot roads pack and some of King Leno's multi-stories might be very welcome actually. You're all whinging of not enough educated people, aren't you? That's okay. Let's get more residential in then. Let's grow out our population while we've got quite a lot of services and commercial here now. Let's grow out this side actually. Let's get it going this way. And maybe move over to Green Cities residential this side. Keep a mix of different styles coming in. We might even do a district of King Leno's University stuff as well. That's very Phoenix, that style of housing. Very kind of Southwest Los Santos vibes, isn't it? How console friendly do you reckon Ilium will be? I'm hoping to build along. Very friendly, so I even start the series by saying if you're on console or a more vanilla setup than I'm using. Like, my gameplay style isn't changing too much. I'm just able to mark my intersections and stretch my nodes. Move something slightly with move it. So absolutely you will still be able to follow along with it. But you won't be able to do absolutely everything, such as the aforementioned. So yeah, I won't leave you behind, don't worry. I won't do that. I know there's a lot of you that are more vanilla. So I'll make sure what we do is also concepts you can follow. Let's give this district specialization. Do green cities. And we'll put this in. 197 of you here as well, guys. That's so nice. It's so nice to see nearly 200 of you on a Sunday. Thank you for hitting 120,000 subs on the channel as well. Mental. Like, already 1/5 of the way there from our journey from 100k. Wild. Wild. I give you read this, Hugs to Coco. Oh well. She's by deep sleep at the minute, so I'll leave her to sleep. But when she wakes up, I'll give her a scratch from me, Claire. Don't worry. Right, solve all these worker demands. Wouldn't mind something else here. Another unit building, maybe. Maybe another mall, another maybe like a shopping centre, one of the grocery stores in the suburbia, just off of the arterial. Let's budge the hospital up a bit. Hospital is being relocated for brand awareness purposes. Also want the Food Plus logo. I think facing out here. Oh, does that sit and fit? It doesn't. It's fine though. I can make it. So actually, let's keep that in, and then we'll do some node controller spice. Push the red back, and then I want to shift, or the blue one back, and then we'll shift that one. And same again here. Push the red one back. How much did I shift it? 20 meters. Yeah, that one's 20 as well. And then the red one here was 10. And then the middle node can just be pulled down. That way we can have it mostly straight there. It's pretty much perfect there, isn't it? So you can see the network segments are still bent there. You can see them here, right? But with node controller, we can have it plugged into the same node still, but just save like 1 or 2 tiles for our building to fit if we don't want to have to change a whole road structure. Probably one of my favourite ways to use node controller. Let's come this way. I think I'll save some dusty space as well, right? You know, I want some dust and some desert in here. So we'll have this next door to our grocery store supermarket here. Wouldn't mind some more parking next to it. It's obviously a big building. Been a while since I played CS1. Thank you, Eggy. Welcome, Claire. You should join in the build along. Or Ilium. I guess that's kind of messed up my node controller work there, hasn't it, doing that? That's okay though. We'll just account for the new node. And then shift our new blue friend level again. I'm being way too pedantic over this, but it'll look nice. It'll be fine. And then, oh, not that much. Just a little bit of dirt and dust, and long grass and saguaros, even though we don't have any. It's fine though. There's no cactus in the game, is there? There's no vanilla tree that remotely looks like cactus, which is quite surprising, really. Like, there's a lot of variant of tree here, but no cacti. How sad. I guess a linden is the most cactus-looking tree, is it? Probably. Everyone takes off their glasses. You can pretend the linden's a cactus. And then big car park in here too. Yeah, I think that's quite a nice transition away from the what is fairly high density of the main street there, right? Nice little grocery store on the corner, and we should have brand also visible from the main road as well, which is very nice, isn't it? Very nice indeed. Hey Jack, love your commitment to CS1, love from Cincinnati. Thank you for your support, buddy. Thank you for still watching it, I appreciate it. While we're here, don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you so much, Miner. Yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, likes and comments always help me out. Map pack 3 was great. Looks like this will be of the same quality. Teddy's basically a god. Teddy's maps were very good. Yeah, I love that you can almost like tell the distinct style of all 3 or 4 now of the map pack creators. Like you can tell teddies are teddies, sanctums are sanctums. They're good. I really like the map pack DLCs. Finish this block off here facing the residential. And then definitely wants a lot of sports pitches here too, I think. It's a great repeatable asset, that strip mall, isn't it? I really like that one. This one has good maps too though. Yeah, I really like Badland Ridges. Uncle Ron actually commented, I said during the tier list, if I can find them, I was like, oh, it looks like these ridges and canyons have been taken from a height map because like they're so detailed, but they're not. They were hand terraformed. They're really nice, right? He's got all the texture right, little bumps and lumps, and it looks so nice, doesn't it? Really nice desert map, this one. And the user services too, yeah. This one was in the must play category. I like the Badland Ridges map, real nice. I'm not sure if I could pick a favourite map pack. I'd feel bad on the curators, to be fair. I think if you held a gun to my head and said pick one, or I will execute you, probably go Sid Eyes, I think. Sid Eyes or Teddy's, yeah. I'd probably struggle between those two. Well, that's no slight on Sanctum or Uncle Ron's. Their map packs are also amazing. But, Tranquility Cove and Hilly Strait are two of my favourite maps. Really, really like Tranquility Cove. I'm looking forward to building on that for Ilium. I think you'll enjoy it. Oh, 2C became a basket of eggs. Thank you so much for your support, Mike. That's really kind of you, bud. Really nice to see you again now. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh, 204 people, by the way. Hello. Nice to have so many of you join me for some Sunday action. Was Sid Eyes pack 2? Yes. Yeah, Sid Eyes was pack 2. Right, the trams will come through the suburbia and then join the main road again. We'll stick the tram depot. Oh, garbage, of course. Oops. Did not factor in garbage. Had no industrial demand yet either. That's strange. Stick the garbage here for right now. We'll come back to the industry in a second. I think you're wanting university educated, are you? Some of you are. When you say Ilium is lightly modded, how much will that impact the console players trying to build along? Well, let's take this for a prime example, right? So this right here, this is Ilium's mod list. I have Ilium's Sky profile loaded right now. So this is Ilium's playset, right? These are the mods you'll be getting on Monday. So if we come to do a tram couplet system, obviously this one's not finished yet because there's tear in here. We've not detailed it. In console, you would have to be quite specific about the way you do this because you would have to leave yourself enough room for the segment to connect to the next node. So where I can leave 2 tiles and use move it and node controller to get it in, you might have to leave 3 or 4. So you'll be able to run with the same ideas and concepts, but you won't be able to do maybe 10-15% of the stuff I'm going to do it the way I'm going to do it. But we were just talking about it then, like, I am going to make it followable for console players, don't worry. I'm not going to start using procedural objects and all this different, insane, high-end, modded PC stuff. Because it's not going to be that sort of series. We just have the extra quality of life now to get rid of some of the pain points, like centralizing buildings and move it. Something like this, a bit of node controller fun where I can square it off and just get a much nicer, impressive corner, you know? So, that sort of thing, really. If that makes any sense. You'll see it tomorrow. You'll see it tomorrow. I kind of end the first episode saying, like, I hope this kind of gives you a taste of how it's going to develop using all the official assets in some new and hopefully creative ways. I think you guys will enjoy Ilium. I am zoning and plopping in Ilium. It's not all plopped. I'm still using zoning. I'm basically playing Ilium now. This gameplay, basically, is what it's going to be like. Maniac Mana has been a YouTuber for 41 months. Goodness gracious. You've out-membershiped Michael. Maniac. You've out-membershiped Michael even. You can have this park for that, Maniac. Thank you for an insanely long time of support, mate. 48 months is insane. Let's get an airport apron in here. Create a bit of a cafe plaza where the tram can stop. One of the biggest things about recording Ilium, or at least the best things, has just been the ability to choose assets. So like not having to wait for a catfish cafe to come in. Like if I want a catfish cafe, I can just place one, you know? That's been the most refreshing. And Surface Painter as well. My word, Surface Painter is so important. Let's bring this pathway. So let's put a pathway through the middle of the cafe here. I wouldn't mind another bit. We've got quite a lot of space here, haven't we? Let's have some fun with some Kunlano stuff. This University City pack is so good, man. These assets are so nice. How far can I get away with that? I'm gonna bob those trees off, I think. Bye. And then up to there. I'll push you over a bit too. Something like that, maybe. I'll have to use building spawn points here. So if you're going to do this with mods, you need building spawn points mod. And then this little point here is where all of this is delivered. Cargo, ambulance, hearse, police, fire, etc. And we want to change our X coordinate. So this little point is on the road. That way the asset can be off the road without complaining that it's not receiving any services. Very handy little mod for doing some more interesting things. Which map would you most recommend for a console player in Map Pack 4? Or Starfort Delta, probably. Starfort Delta, I reckon. For console. It's probably the most... If you're on 25 tiles, that is. I'm not sure what the best 9 tile is. You know what, I should have shown that in the video, shouldn't I? I don't know why I didn't show the 9 tile configuration in the tier list. I should have done that. I'd probably say Starfort Delta. I was going to build on Tranquility Cove, but a lot of the flat terrain is pretty bumpy. Yeah, it is a pretty wild map. It's not very flat. Just terraform it though, Brad. Just terraform it. So you're not going to go full Imperator and origami length of elevated paths into a stadium? No. I'll leave that to him. You're a huge reason why I am where I am today, Egg. You in this group to help me get back to all things, to loving all things in life again, so no, thank you. You see, that's so cute, man. You make me so emotional. That's so nice to hear, mate. Thank you so much. You've been if you guys don't know, a fun bit of 2C lore. When I first got invited onto 5B, so I was building with City Planner and Biffa and all these massive YouTubers, and I was only quite small at the time, maybe, I don't know, 20,000 subscribers, something like that. Maybe even less than that, I can't remember what it was. And I had no idea how to use all these mods, so I sat at this very screen with 2C up at 3 AM in the morning, learning how to use the intersection marking tool. Who, by the way, 2C is single-handedly the best user of the intersection marking tool. I haven't seen anyone do what he did with that mod. So it's always nice to see him again. Gonna draw this pathway straight across the tram track because I'm not really bothered about a pedestrian crossing. They can just walk over here. And then with the benches here, let's do So yeah, the point of that, if you ever enjoyed my intersection marking tool work, it's because of 2C. Yeah, he got me there with it. Here's some more benches out here. Hey Booklando, how are you, mate? Good afternoon, is this CS1 or 2? This is CS1. You can always tell by the UI. The UIs are very different of the game. Just look at the bottom bar if you're confused. That'll tell you whether or not it's 1 or 2. It's usually the best way to check it. Some further parks in here would be nice. Plazas, really. Plazas is what I want. Do the Paradox Plaza here. We have got that pathway underneath now, though, which I now can't delete. That's quite annoying, actually. Or that the airport apron overtakes with me, but we'll have to get used to that. I've absolutely bobbed this as well. Those vanilla trees are not welcome. Yeah, it's quite a nice little central alignment there, isn't it? Let's build the tram stop, because I want to know where that's going so we can put some props around it. The newest map packs in this stream has tingled something in me to restart CS1. A miracle is happening. Do it, miner. I hope this stream inspires thousands of you to new CS1. Something so charming about early game CS1, isn't there? Kind of like early game Sims, early game Minecraft, early game RuneScape. I think CS qualifies as that. Very satisfying in the early game for all your traffic starts to die. Or your game starts crashing, whichever comes first. Yeah, I love the start of a city. Yeah, so let's get the tram depot in then. Not that we're going to be sending this anywhere major just yet, but... Or trolley buses? No. No. Let's have... tram depot here. And then it can come... this might be a little tricky. Blue go all the way back. Shift red over. Not sure how it's going to leave this side. I've got a feeling it's not going to be very happy with me. We'll see what we can do. That's not too bad. These couplets are really close together. Could fuse all of this into one node. That's quite a rework though. If we shift the green over, it's not too bad. Yeah, that's alright. I don't hate that. This is very small segment. That's not very healthy, but it should be okay. Reinstalling CS1 as we speak. I had to throw it out for uni stuff. That's fair enough. Well, it's nice to have you back, miner. And definitely post some screenshots as well, mate. I need to create a turnaround for the tram so it can loop. Let's just do that for right now. And then another one out here as well. I wouldn't mind building some kind of like tram storage yards here. Maybe something like that. Maybe even send this a bit further down actually. Can blend in some industrial evolution stuff next to this as well. So it does look like they're kind of tram maintenance buildings, if you like. Speaking of maintenance buildings, I reckon a park maintenance will go nicely in this bit as well. Oh, it doesn't sit and fit. Can we make it? We nearly. I might have to bend my segment out a little bit. That was a little bit janky now. That's okay though. Oh, my gas tanks are on the back. That's okay though. Let's do both of these nodes. And then just drag it back to before there. With a bit of oil fencing, I think. So we're supposed to be detailing the park. I got distracted and started detailing a tram depot. Bear with me, everyone. Let's bring this across. What they add in the update besides the map DLC? There's no update with the game if you're looking for base game updates. It's just the new asset packs. So all your mods will be fine, by the way, if anyone's wondering, because there's like the game code isn't changing. It's just new assets, so everything will be fine. I'm playing on the beta branch right now, not on the public version of the game. And I've got all these mods. So, like, all these mods are still working. No problem. Okay. I like that. I always struggle to incorporate the tram depot in a build. I think it goes nice next to any industry thing. Industry or a highway interchange is always a good spot for the tram depot, I find. Right, let's get the tram moving so we can see where it's going to stop. Of course, you won't stop in the middle. Let me drag this node. Where is the node? It's stopping in the middle of the segment, isn't it? Okay. Well, let's drag the middle of the segment to be where we want it to then. Everyone's still okay down here? Not getting any nasty jank. Yeah, there we go. So, stop here. And here. And then complete. And then we'll change as it comes out the depot. Probably would have been better to put that tram yard on the other side actually where the trams come out, but that's alright. And the vehicle, we'll go for as Phoenix tram as possible. Which I don't really know what that is, so we'll just do the 114 one. And we'll make it red. Fantastic. Need a hydration break. Is Coco still there? She is, yeah. She has a... Coco's face is just totally buried in that blanket. I'm just surprised that she can even breathe in that, actually. Dead to the world. She's passed out. Let's watch these trams come in here. Might have to move this garden over a little bit. Yeah, because I'm going to want to detail the stop there, and that's in the way now. Why are you doing that dirt pathway? Do you want to chill out? Oh, because you're... Why is the pathway doing that? Like behaving like it has an extra segment in there. There we go. Maybe it's because I stretched it with move it. Probably was. Here we go. And then lots of our faithful plazas and promenade stuff will come in nicely here. Road maintenance also works well with tram depot, it does. You're absolutely right. And a bus depot as well. Any general depot vibes usually tie quite nicely together. We do kind of like a mirrored L-shaped thing here with the tram stop, I wonder. That was kind of a happy accident. Right then. And then... those ones. Slightly adjust that. I think we'll keep that hedge line coming down the path as well. And then we'll have a hydration break. I feel like I'm very distracted with building today. Apologies if anyone's feeling neglected. Can't imagine this will get too much use just yet. Well, it won't because it doesn't really go anywhere, but at least it's flowing. And we can perhaps enjoy the scene at night time with the young city behind it. Something quite nice developing there, isn't there, around the arterial? But a hydration break, please, all. You can click and drag the spawn point to make it faster. Can you know, miss? I think I knew that. I think I knew that. I've definitely done that before, haven't I? But yes, good tip, good tip. That's okay on not showing Tal's Egg. Your channel is one of the main drivers for console. You're huge for our community. Cheers, Archie. That's nice to hear, mate. Yes, there was 10 interchanges, yeah. Can we zoom out to get a view of the city so far? Can you? Not very big. We're just kind of working on the central space at the minute. Developing out an initial commercial and suburban centre. Hey Haley, welcome to the stream. How are you? Nice to see you. One of our wonderful patrons, of course. Is the PS5 version 25 tiles? The remastered version is 25 tiles. Well, I guess PS5 will only have remastered, right? I don't think it'll have regular Cities Skylines, so it should do. Yeah, it should do. Another console player can probably advise you better on that than I can. I'm really not familiar with console version at all. Yeah, what's wrong with pedestrian roads and console? Peds won't walk on pedestrian roads connected to a standard road. They only walk on it if there's a path linked. Oh, that stinks, man. That's that sucks. I wonder what happens with CS1 console now, because it's a different company, isn't it? It's not Colossal Order. And I can't imagine that company's just on retainer to update console CS1. Not sure. Hey, Fireplace, how are you, mate? Yeah, hydrate everyone. And a posture check as well, please. Our spines are very precious. Didn't you used to do a contest in your Discord? Yes, we do, Andrew. Yeah, we still do as well. Spice of the month. Entries are due in 4 days, by the way, everyone. If you want to enter Spice of the month this month. Repurposed assets is your theme. Hey, Jane. How are you? Not seen you in a live stream for a long time. Everyone say hello to Jane. It's nice to see you. I imagine Isert is probably in earshot as well. So hello to Isert too. Jane's wonderful Dutch husband. Hey Lemmy, how are you, mate? And King Connor as well, hello. Hello. Not Colossal Order, no, so Colossal Order didn't make CS1 console, Michael. It was another development studio that handled it for them. They're making CS2 console, which I think is obviously proving a bit difficult for them. But besides that point, yeah, they didn't make the console version. A console player will be able to tell you the name. I can't remember what they were called. I think I want to keep this strip all the way along this arterial as we carry on growing out as this like dry, deserty wasteland belt. I think we'll do that. Not quite straight there, are we? Well, of course I had to put the tram line there, didn't I? so it's... Well, it won't be straight anyway, will it? Because it's been node controlled. So let me draw it from this direction instead. Let's do that. There we go. I'm not sure what we'll do with the riverfront. A lot of the riverfront in Phoenix is very industrial. I took downtown Ilos's riverfront very differently to how it is in Phoenix. I went super like commercial tourism with it, but it isn't like that at all. It's all warehouses and rail yards. I'm not sure what we'll do with this space. Get some more houses into. Let's keep growing these initial populations. Is something hurting the industrial demand? Maybe that is a beta bug, because I didn't get that in Ilium. We've had no industrial demand at all. Put that down to beta, shall we? All this can grow besides the central strip. And indeed the houses... no, they can grow there. That's okay. And this is all broken, but it's okay. We'll, actually, no. Let's save another green belt there, shall we? Maybe just some more trodden, palmy waste ground. Tumbleweed, etc. Hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. We are, Haley. We are. How are you? How's your weekend? Good as well, we hope. Hopefully better for being in the stream. Tantalus made it on console. There you go. So, yeah, I can imagine they're not hanging around just on call to update CS1. They're probably moved on to other things now, haven't they? So I would imagine CS1 PC and console is probably in its final resting state now beside new asset pack. I don't think we'll get another game update. We were speaking in the Discord the other day about how much we would love a remastered CS1. So a uniform version on PC and console with 81 tiles, a line tool, proper forest brush, a 4K retexture, and all your other little bits and pieces. I don't think they'd ever had Move It, because that probably messes with the simulation with people trying to reach roads and stuff. I don't think they'd go that far. But I think certainly some more basic quality of life would be very welcome. I think that'd sell amazingly for them. Comes with all the DLC, all the asset packs. Just a 4K remaster of CS1. Let's get some broken down farm fencing here as well, I think. Nature reserve fencing even. Just little stretches of it. Cool. I do love palms, you know. I love building in the tropical theme. I think post Ilium, if there is to be another CS1 build after that, we'll go back to tropical. We've not done one since Noob York. That was quite a while ago now. Greetings from Toronto, Canada. Do you know when the new map pack drops on PS5? It comes out Tuesday, mate. Tuesday the 23rd, the new pack's release. So 2 more days. 2 more days. Okay. Let's consider the next arterial structure that's going to grow up here as well. So we want to keep our city planning themes going with the Margrid. So what's the terrain here? Are we dipping down quite a lot? Yes, we are. Going to grab that next door tile. And then we're actually going to bring the land up to meet this this road here. Isa is lazily watching other YouTubers. There are other YouTubers. This is blasphemy, Jane. Time to stop. Tell him to focus on us. We need the viewership. So we'll come across in. Probably still on the terrain layer on here, actually. Bridge. Road. And then bridge. Splendid. I'm so glad Coke was watching the live stream too. Yeah, her head has actually fell out of the bed at the minute. You can probably see she's like basically starting to tip upside down. So she's yeah, her head's just totally flopped out, fell beyond the blanket, and now she's just there. Everyone's the same height, and then let's forest brush the underneath the bridge, so we're getting no cheeky trees. Do we want to put some water down this? We've got extra landscaping tools on. Do you guys want to re-wet the rivers, or should we keep them dry? Chat can decide. Hey AJ, welcome to the stream. I've been wondering if I'd go back to some CS1, but I'm scared of facing a lot of broken mods. Well, you weren't a super heavy modded player anyway, were you, Jane? So your move-its still work fine. What you're better off doing is if you've not played for ages, just unsubscribe to everything you've got, and then use Ilium's mod list, because that'll work perfectly for you, Jane, if you want to play modded. That's what I'd do. Because it probably has been a few years since you played properly, right? So you probably will have some sneaky, very game-breaking mods left in there. It is madness. Keep one side dry, the other side a river. Dry one. One dry, one wet. Okay. Or should we wet the bigger one then? And then we'll have the smaller one dry. We'll see how that looks. Hey E6, welcome to the stream. Here's a good shout, might give it a go. It would be most wonderful to see some Jane cities in the Discord again, Jane. Alright, if you do it, don't forget to keep us updated. And of course, the build along is always fun. I think definitely how I like to get back into cities. Before I was doing it for a job, I often enjoyed following Imperial Jedi's build alongs. Just because it gets you such a nice little foundation, and then you can go off on your own way then. Not sure how spicy this might get. That could flood. I should just open the tile boundary and put it at the top, shouldn't I? Although where does the riverbed actually start? Kind of here, isn't it? Right, delete that then. We'll put it here. Yeah, basically there. We got some rocks around that too. It's quite a short river. It's I guess it's technically like a tributary, isn't it? Because this is the actual main river. So I suppose that's fine. And we'll let that stabilize and see what we think. And then in the meantime, let's check how the city is getting. Oh, let's build out some industrial. We will need it despite the game telling us it's not. What do you all want? They want a campus, don't they? Might just pop down the faculty building. Which, in a moment of random placement, works very nicely with the Plazas and Promenades Medical Hospital, doesn't it? There's a fusing. Do we stick it in? It's kind of made to be, right? Just block some of the glass. I think I like that. I think I'll keep that in. Or... this might be a bit of a pain. No, I was going to try a sky bridge, but I think it would just look ridiculous. I'm going to try it anyway. Just bear with it. This might be a little bit stupid. But it wouldn't be an extreme without it, would it? No. I want bridge segment. Oh, no, not bridge. Let's do... Nope. False elevation. Move that out of the way. Why will you not come up? Ah, maybe it's because I'm forcing down. Hold on. Let me do normal behavior instead here, actually. That's what I want. Only a really short segment. Let's use one of the campus pathways too. There's a red one, isn't there? Yeah. So bear with it. It'll probably look terrible. But we'll try it anyway. Was it worth it? I need to make sure the node heights are at the same height, they're sloping down there. We just grab nodes. Was it worth it? Sort of. It's not the greatest work, but I think we can get away with it. Oh, Don Mahona with a $19.99 US super chat. Hey, thanks for keeping up with the videos. City has always been such a time suck for me that I've uninstalled it. I can always can't have a new video to scratch the itch. Thank you so much, Dan. Appreciate the $20, mate. No, thank you for still watching even though you're not playing anymore. Yeah, I appreciate it. Give the donation, bud. Super kind. I think I do like it. It's very subtle. But it gives us more of that, doesn't it? Yeah, I'll go with it. I'll go with it. I don't hate it. Oh, do hate that though. Let's tidy our service paint up. It's also been a fine weekend of food envy over in the Discord as well. We've had tons of ramen posts today, which has been a lot of fun. Or this weekend, rather. After a statue here. Something just outside, maybe a couple of food trucks here as well, just to populate this space. I think because we've even got the car park in there as well, I think some bollards would be welcome just to run along the front of the hospital. And then definitely a pathway through there, right? That was made to be. So not straight through. Delicious. There's quite a lot of fun we can have with just official assets, right? Fusings and move it and props and line tool. Tons of fun to have. And you can try to put a library in. Yeah, that's a good shout, duck. We'll stick a library down. And if you put elevated paths and ground, they would drag the terrain. Good, yeah, good point, Nomus. I just wonder how much of a Joker Jack Black would be on such a momentous occasion. Did you guys see the Minecraft movie? How many of you saw that? Hey, Ian Campos, how are you, bud? Nice to see you, mate. Nice to see you. RIT guy at school looks just like Jack Black. Do the kids call him that? I bet New Jersey high school kids these days are brutal. If he looks like Jack Black, he's probably getting called Jack Black, isn't he? Yeah, what do you guys want to name the town? I just saw a shout for Coco's Cabana, which is quite cute, given the fact we have Coco Cam. Do you guys want Coco Cam bigger, or is it perfect? I can make it fill more of the screen if you like. Make it fill the whole screen. we can just live stream Cocoa Beans if you like. Just totally ignore CS1 and just become a Cocker Spaniel channel overnight. Which I'm totally down for, by the way. Totally down for that. It's perfect. Okay, I'll leave it as it is then. Coco Cam size is working for me. You're on hydration breaks, I should stretch it out really, shouldn't I? I hope it's as exciting as you all envisioned, because you've all been asking for Coco Cam for years. But she always slept on the other side of the room in my old office. So it was never really possible. So alas, it is now. Let's move. We saw a load of tree linings on these grassy tram lines, didn't we? There's one of Thessia's custom trees that would be perfect for this. It's from the street tree pack. They're really nice. We'll go linden. It's just a bit small, isn't it? Maybe horse chestnut? Does that encroach on the line too much? This is very Antwerp, isn't it? You're welcome, Minot. This is for you. Yeah, okay. The trams can push the leaves out of the way, I suppose. Although likely the foliage police will be on me for this. Let's set that height too. Should be a gradual little slope there in the tram line. Even do slope objects too. It's very subtle and almost entirely pointless, but we'll do it. From here, here, and here. There you go. Very subtle. That should just grade it from the top all the way down now. It's like maybe 2 or 3 contour lines. It's not very much at all. I like that though. Coco Cam sounds like a good name of the city, to be honest. I call that bed that she's in the bread basket, because as you can see from the angle she's in now, she looks quite a lot like wholemeal bread. And she fits perfectly into the basket. And then because she gets so warm in there, because it's like a fuzzy dog bed, we every time she wakes up, I'm like, oh, the bread's been baking cocoa beans because you're all warm and sleeping. So yeah. She's in the bread basket at the minute. Cool. I'm happy with this. In terms of around the strip mall, I think I might go for more dry belt, if you like. Only up to a certain point though. I do want a bit of airport apron. Just to cover the front of the mall. And then we'll use the faithful build guide overground. A few rocks are here too. Don't want to go high density just yet. Maybe one stream we'll build a downtown. Which would be fun actually, getting to build a downtown on stream. I might concrete this one up actually. Maybe a bit of a statue out the front of the fire station there to indicate perhaps an entrance to the campus. Probably plazas and promenades is our best friend again. Let's do a back-to-back. Don't know what you call that, an N fountain maybe? Is that what you'd say that's called? Or a C, I suppose. We're on slightly different terrain there. Let's also grab that node to be the same height as that. There we go. That just bumps everyone up. And certainly could go more bollards here actually. Imagine there'd be a lot of pedestrianisation through this way. What about Kokan? TX for the name of the city. Yeah, Kokan's a good one actually. That sounds very southwest, doesn't it? Like, how is the new house? Am I settled in? I am, Jen, yeah. I've been in for a month now. And everything's been taken to the skip. Everything's unpacked. Yep, I'm all settled now. Thank you for asking. Thank you guys as well for allowing me to be able to buy a house with 207 viewers here as well. Appreciate you hanging out, guys. San Coco is a good shout, Noomis. I like that. Breadbasket sounds like a great name for a public transport hub in a massive city. It does. We'll make the transit hub in this one. Called the Breadbasket. Wonderful. I think some more at the front. I think with the bollards, I do like them, but I think it's very easy to go over the top on them. I want to try and keep it subtle-ish. Let's grab ourselves a bench again. Put this on a line tour. How is this stream time for you guys? It's nice to have more than 200 people here. Guessing you're a fan of the early Sunday afternoon time frame. If we can grab this many of you. We do appreciate so many people. But you put 210 people in a room, that's a lot of you. You know? I always think about it. Technically now with our subscriber base we could sell out Wembley Stadium. Which is a fun fact. Yeah, I like that though. Some commercial plaza space with safety against the main road behind it. But this campus is really nice. I've really liked how all this has turned out here. I bet there's more buildings that would go with this as well that we're probably not realising. A lot of the Africa and miniature stuff is quite flamboyantly colourful, isn't it? Maybe something from that. Silver Tower maybe. It's possibly a bit big though. Maybe not Africa and miniature then. There'll be something. Some overly colourful building I'm probably not thinking of right now. Arbor Cocoa. I love that, Lammy. That's a nice one. Triangle fountain in the triangle? Yes. An obvious shout, that one, isn't it? I want to get some sports in as well. Let's do some stadiums in a second. Or pitches, I don't think. Well, we might do a stadium. We'll see. Where are you? Precious triangle fountain. There we go. Of course, right? Try to get that mostly central as well. Special. I like that. I really like that. It's such a nice corner. Isn't a change of angle just so impactful? Really like that. Very nice. I really like San Coco. I might go with No Miss, and since No Miss won Spice of the Month recently, I might be more inclined to agree with him. And Coco's, it sounds realistic as well, which I like. Stream time works good to me. Don't start cooking dinner until 4 PM. What's for dinner today? Brass axe Sunday roast. It's 12:20 on a Monday for me. Well, glad to have you here, Lee. I'm glad we've managed to catch you. Sunday morning is a very convenient time for Darshalin. Nice to see you as well, Dash. I haven't seen you in the stream just there. They want surface painters so badly. At least you get the airport apron. You kind of, well, not halfway, maybe like an eighth of the way there, but airport apron helps. Is it the first video on the map? It is, yeah. We're just having a more creative mode stream set up here. Nice to see you as well, Terrain. Welcome in. Love an afternoon stream on a lazy Sunday. Happy days. Tell you what, that's a good question Haley raises. What is everyone's perfect lazy Sunday? I'm hoping for some quite strange responses in that one. Someone held a gun to your head and said, how are you spending this lazy Sunday? What are you doing? Let's get some Chungus commercial here now, and we'll do some more hand-picked stuff. So I want to save a bit of room for that police yard to grow out. Let's make sure we do that. And then commercial next door. I might just go emerging downtowns for this. A whole row of emerging downtowns. I think so. Emerging downtowns. What a pack. Someone actually commented on the Shops of Shibuya video. And again, this is no comment to the creator. I really like it. But he said that emerging downtowns has spoiled every other DLC for them. Because it's so good. Emerging downtowns is incredible, isn't it? Like, these assets are gorgeous. Smiley's is an amazing creator. Coco Stairs, has she moved? She has moved, slightly. Want me to just adjust the camera a little? Oh, hold on, I need to open OBS, don't I? You idiot. Camera doesn't quite bend that far down. You get the general impression there with it. Oh, there we go. She moved again. There you go. That's as much as I can get the angle, I'm afraid. I hope that's still okay. Be interesting to see how many dislikes we get on the stream actually with Coco Cam. Immediate ban if you dislike this video. I'll hunt you down. This is your perfect lazy Sunday afternoon, is it, Jen? That's very cute. Thank you. Watching Egg Builder City. Watching Egg streams while playing cities. Anything Egg and cities then, Jen? Jen's been around for years now as well. You've become like what I like to describe as a furniture subscriber. I mean, like someone that's there for years and just through all the different eras. Amazing. And we've seen 2C again today as well. Generational. Unfortunately, no police car props, which might have just been nice to decorate that yard. But I might turn them on for next episode along with the parking roads, actually. Sunday roast, of course. Happy days, Brassack. I might go get a Chinese tonight, you know. I feel like I've not had a fat Chinese for ages. And all the Chinese around here are crap, so I've got to drive a bit to get it. Slow cooked pork roast with a Bodo and red bell pepper garlic seasoning. That sounds amazing, fireplace. Watching egg streams for bread pickles. Watching Egg Builder City. You're very kind. Watching Coco and a little Fallout 4. Did you get much further in that playthrough, Josh? We haven't played together since then. Which, by the way, come join us for some voice chat in the Discord if you want to hang out for some chill live streaming of other games. Me and Josh were playing Fallout 4 in there the other day. Haven't caught an egg stream in a while. Haven't caught an Owen comment in a while. Nice to see you, Owen. Thanks for joining us, mate. Lazy Sunday, making quotes, yeah. Yeah. Coco Stir, she has Lazy Sunday with coffee and overcharged egg. Need another hand reveal Coco pack. Should I monetize them? I wonder if that'll work. I monetize stroking my dog. Be like, you guys want to get a stroke? That's going to be $5 on the old super chat. I'll stroke it for you. Hold on. You okay, Purple Beans? Okay. Gonna show everyone defeat. I'm sure if you guys can see a pause from that. Little feet. She's very chill. Oh, I'm sorry, Coca Beans. I've disturbed you. I'm sorry, pig. Go back to sleep. It's fine. It's fine. I might actually break this zone in here, actually. I'm just saving more room for that little desert belt as a bit of a transitional space from quite busy medium density to low suburbs, so I'll let that transition take place this side of the city too. And of course some dirt pathways. Arm reveal, yeah. I've just seen a video of CS2 on a 5019 still only getting 20 and 20 FPS and balanced settings. Yeah, it's not a well optimized experience. Need a chunky PC. I've got a 3080 Ti in mine. And I really start to feel it now on that about 250,000 population, something like that, is where the performance becomes essentially unbearable. Which is, it's not optimized. But there is a fun city painter there though, and if you can get it working. There is an experience to be had. Get rid of these rocks as well. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with emerging downtowns here in this block. We've even got the little alleyway behind too, which is really welcome. What's the zoning size here? 8x8. You can, with some clever fusing here, you can create some really nice alleyways and corners with this pack. I imagine we'll do quite a lot of exploring of fusing of emerging downtowns during Ilium. She's awake. She is. She's staring at me. As I stroked her. She thinks something's happening. If you think Chinese is bad there, Egg, you should see what we have in West Texas. I love Chinese food. And it's so disappointing when it's terrible as well. There's a Chinese in my village that is awful. Like, it's just bad food. But it stays in business because it operates on a constant rotating year-round supply of tourists that visit the area, buy a Chinese and then go home. Like, all the locals hate it. No locals go there, but they stay in business because of the tourists. So, like, we can't get rid of it. And the other Chinese, he didn't pay his tax and fled back to China, so he closed as well. So, we're now without a decent Chinese, unfortunately. I think we'll keep this emerging downtowns strip running this way. No, down this way. Let's unzone this bit here. And maybe even you as well, actually. All this can grow up to be residential. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. Let me turn off Coco Can. I won't just leave it there empty. She's, I imagine she's probably quite warm in the bed. Especially with the PC streaming next door to her as well. Right, let's do more emerging downtowns here. Well, let's not forget, emerging downtown is actually high density residential as well, isn't it? It's not just commercial. Is it in the DLC tab, actually? I can't remember when the mod makers last updated their CS1 stuff, because there's been all these tiny little Cities 1 DLC releases since then. No. Not gone past it, have I? Merging downtowns. No, it's not. It's not a DLC pack. Do we have the MP tag? Does that tag them? It does. Okay, so you can search for MP and that will bring up your emerging downtown stuff. That's quite handy to know, actually. And a lot of these assets as well are very Phoenix, if you like, for lack of a better phrase. Lots of mixed-use apartments. Oh no, it's also bringing Africa assets in as well. I wonder what the MP stands for. It's not just emerging downtown stuff, which is fine. It brings most of it in. Bring that sun around as well. I need to get a theme mixer to turn those shadows down. They're very dark. There we go. Big strips of emerging downtowns. It's very nice on a big 4-lane road, isn't it? With a rock also in the middle of the street. Bring that out. Is she a Springer or a Cocker? Well, we thought she was a Cocker Spaniel. However, one of my patrons raised me to the point that she might actually be a Boykin Spaniel. Which are these little things here, which is essentially exactly what Coco is. They're kind of, you can see them on their face, right? They have that quite distinctive facial features. So we think she's a Boykin. That's basically Coco, right, with the hair. So we're pretty sure. We did think she was Cocker, but we think she's actually Boykin now. She has all the All the same features of it. Obviously still Spaniel, she's definitely a Spaniel, but we don't think a Cocker now. We think Boykin now. Various arrangement of parks here, just fill this green space up with a bunch of these. I like that these get their own little grassy base as well on this theme. Might paint out a bit more of that grass too. Chinese watching now, probably, yeah. they might come and ask me, like, where is this man? He bought Chinese food off of him for years, and lots of it. You're obviously involved in his tax evasion. I'm not evading tax. I'm just avoiding it. I'm not, by the way, before HMRC, before the actual police turns up. Wonderful. They've just parked their car in the middle of the park. There you go. Like a little bit of moving surface painter. Doesn't that create just a fun little space? How nice is that? Oh, Coco's back. Let me see if I can get her into her bed again. Back in, Coco is? Back in. She's back in her bed. Yeah. Put the camera back on. There you go. And she'll probably... So you can probably see on the webcam right now, right? She really has those Boykin features. He's telling us quite the Chinese food lore, apparently. Yeah, yeah, it does. It does pretty much, yeah. It's, you get a lot of fun lore in tourism towns. We had a load of drama. A lot of affair drama, actually. Which I won't get too much into for people's anonymity, even though I'm pretty sure they won't be watching this live stream. But yeah, like when we lived in like these smaller rural villages, just like affairs every week, constant. Like there's a serious problem with it with people shagging about in rural England. Just every week, someone's wife or husband or boyfriend is sleeping about. Seems to be like, maybe it's because everyone's involved in everyone's business in the country. But like definitely more noticeable than it was in a town, at least. A lot of very fun stories from back in the Lake District days. Isn't that a nice little corner with that park in there? I really like that. Oh, with the tram coming through as well. Tell you what, let me actually put the tram stop at the other end. Then someone might actually use it. Yeah, there you go. It's not there. And I suppose on your way back in here as well. There we go. I mentioned sports, didn't I? Let's account for some space for bad peanut stuff. Do you want to go stadium so soon? Coco gone again. What's up, Coco Beans? Hmm? Do you want to come say hello? Are you awake now? Is this it? Is this going to be the end of the live stream? Oh, hold on. She's doing her little bread pose. Soon she puts her paw up. Are you okay? Yeah, she's very buggy now. Now she wants the attention. Oh, there you go. That's a good view for you guys, isn't it? There you go. That's a very good view for you guys. I know, Coca Beans, we won't be long. Just bear with me as that pig. just bear with me. Right. Yes, that's usually the face of like, I'm ready. Well, let's go out. Where do we want the baseball? Kind of want in the middle of suburbia. Oh, look, there we go. We finally got some industrial demand at 2,100 people. Why was that so slow? We'll mark out where the first industrial area will sit. Is she gone again? She has, hasn't she? Alright. Let me turn off Cocoa Camp. Where you guys are just staring at an empty bed. So this will be industrial area. We'll just leave this boxed off to indicate as such, and then the suburb will resume this side. As we'll structure all this material stuff today. Yeah, I might get a Chinese tonight, you know. Now I've said that, that just sounds so good. Yeah, I think I might do that. And then the rocks too. I really wish the tree brush would remove the rocks, but I guess it's not realistic for me to expect it to do that, so I won't complain too much. And then I want the big baseball asset sat on this road. Maybe in a pedestrian configuration, we'll see. And then possible stadium to partner it. What do you guys think? Do we go stadium at 2,000 people? Seems a bit bold, doesn't it, if you like, for lack of a better phrase. That is totally an 80s mullet. Her haircut's fantastic, isn't it? Her haircut really is good. She's sat by the side of me again now. You okay, Cocoa Beans? Put the camera back on for you. Oh, I know this has become quite a distracting feature of the stream, hasn't it? Coco is here. Are you okay? Hmm? Everyone's talking about you in the live stream, Cocoa Beans. You're famous. She's yeah. Now starting to run around. Oh. Anyway, sorry, let me stop getting distracted by my dog. I'm sorry. Yeah, that is quite a distraction actually, Coco Cam. I guess you guys want it back for next stream, right? I don't think anyone's going to vote against Coco Cam, are they? I hope not, anyway. Both me and her will be devastated if you do. Stretch this whole district out up to the map edge now. Hawthorne Heights, which will be named. If anyone wants to chuck in a name suggestion for this first suburb, feel free. Oh, the first train line there as well. Hey Poplar, how are you, mate? Rebuilding Ilos, basically, yeah. It's pretty much an Ilos rebuild, yeah. How are you, mate? Nice to see you. If you guys haven't checked out Poplar, he's of course the map maker for the Project Skyline series. That entire series would have been impossible without Poplar, so if you're enjoying it, feel free to give him some thanks. Equally as much if you're not enjoying the series, then feel free to let Poplar know. All feedback is welcome. Well, hopefully you are enjoying Project Skylines. You better be enjoying Project Skylines, because those videos are absolute massive beasts to make. A lot of fun though. And then really enjoying creating a video game world in CS for the first time. Very unique. Chips and mushy peas. What's your favourite meal at the Chinese? Crispy chili beef. Special satay. Okay ribs. Salt and pepper fries, which are part of English Chinese tradition. They're not proper Chinese food, but they're fucking amazing. Did I say egg fried rice? Egg fried rice and salt and pepper chips. With prawn toast. And I said crispy chili beef as well, didn't I? That's my go-to minor. That's what I'll get if I'm going to a Chinese. Sounds like a lot of food. It is a lot of food, Jane. I remember once selling you on salt and pepper chips, Jane. You were, I think, giving me grief in the Discord one weekend about how chips don't belong on a Chinese, for which I concurred, but salt and pepper chips are a different beast. Oh, Black Sabbath with a €2 super chat. Sean Sonagnok. I don't know what that means, mate, but thank you for your donation, Black. Appreciate it, buddy. Are you hiding a family of 10? I do, yeah. Secretly. Just the most paternal person in the world. Kids for days. What do we think on the stadium? What do we think on the stadium? Smallest baseball arena we've got is this one. Which, with the power of Move It, might be quite nice indeed. Move that back a little bit. We'll probably set this up as some sort of pedestrianisation, I think. If I can go hello people. I node control you? Yeah, it doesn't really do a lot there. I can tie the stadium directly in to the path network here. Which for I'm not going to do this because I think it's a bit extreme, but you definitely see things like this in Phoenix. These over-the-top baseball facilities. And keep connecting by each of these stadiums. And you could end up with this huge mega baseball pattern, right? That could be really cool, but you'll also be plopping 4 stadiums in an area which will draw insane amounts of traffic. But your transit could probably handle it. That could be a cool idea. Just to think out loud very briefly there. Let's come into the grid though. We'll have this one here. Go out and then draw out this way. And I think I'll save the stadium for a bit more of a high density part. I translated the super chat. It said have a nice Sunday, and a nice Sunday to you as well, Black Sabbath. Thank you for the kind wishes. It's interesting how Egg's favourite themes are the 2 extremes, boreal and desert. Yeah, that's a fair observation, I think, Bread Pickles. I'd say that's a fair observation. Again, I'm going to keep the arterials mostly free of zoning. Not the waterfront, we'll do something with that at some point. All this to be unzoned all the way down. And then with the industry, of course I've got all the factories available with unlock all. So we could immediately go factory complex. I feel like the food factory would be a nice one here. What did you miss? This. Basically. That's all we've done in, what, 2 hours? Just over? Not a lot. It's not a lot, is it? Maybe a food factory. Imagine quite a big, well, supplier of food, obviously, but big employer as well. Chinese chippy chips are far superior to English chippy chips. Fight me. No, I'm with you, Shawnage. I'll fight that corner with you. I think the English get a lot of grief for their food, which can be justified to an extent. But salt and pepper chips from like an English style Chinese takeaway, probably in my top 5 food list, you know. Probably my top 5 food list. Steel pant's a bit much. I mean, this has got a load of pollution on it. I could push it back though. Screenshot with that last frame with the factory. It was quite a nice orientation, wasn't it, Minor? It was quite nice. Let's bring it up then. I think I just want it off the road though, to save everyone moaning about pollution. I mean all the Sims, not you guys. Would never accuse you guys of moaning about something. Let's turn on that. Move its segments back on. Props, of course, is the one I'm missing. I almost want to make... Oh, could you do that? Probably not. Thinking a possible fusing between the abandoned one and the functional one, but that would never happen, would it? You wouldn't have abandoned segments of factory on an existing factory, would you? Wouldn't it be like demolished or a totally separate site? I'm not sure about that. Do we have any industrial police in the live chat? Does anyone know? Where did Coco Cam go? Oh, she's back. Hold on. There you go. She's back staring at me. There you go. Should be back on now. I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to CS. Went to Steam to start installing CS1. Turns out it was already installed. Happy days, Jane. Happy days. Yeah, it happens. That looks like a wing of the factory burned out. Would the factory continue to operate though if it had a wing burned out? I guess that's more my point. I do like it. It's a nice fusion, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I think we're on with it then. I think we're on with it. I'm probably not going to put a train yard here. Or a cargo warehouse. Then again. Oh, it's not really deep enough, is it? We've probably got the room though. Have a bit of an experiment here, see what happens. Get rid of all this overgrowth. So, Mr. Train Station, I want you to make sure everyone's on the same height here as well. To sit here. That's where the rats live, yeah. Maybe they're doing what Findus did with putting horses in lasagna all those years ago. The, Herman's Quality Foods is making rat burritos and selling it as chicken. Introduce a scandal into the series already in episode 1. Anyone doesn't know about that, there was a food supplier in the UK and possibly wider Europe who was using horse meat in beef lasagna. If you didn't know about that. Imagine people were not very happy at all. And that was found out. We can make it hilarious as well and be like, they're not even trying to hide the fact it's rat burritos, it's just straight up like a rat's body in a burrito. It's just basically like a South Park sketch. So this railing, the train police aren't going to be happy with this, are they? You already know. What's going on with the rail here? Is that going to be too tight for the train police? Brassack's, yeah. Brassack's train police, isn't he? I think. At least he knows. I've not got network skins on, so I can't remove the cantineries. I remember it made a lot of noise in France. Was it in France as well, was it? Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was like a European frozen freezer supplier. It's Findus, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure that was the name of the company. They definitely won't be sponsoring the channel now. Not after that comment. I've lost my Findus sponsorship because I criticised the horse lasagna. Let's put that in. I think that's quite tidy. What do you want? Quite a lot. Animal products, flour, paper, and plastic. We're making none of them. So you're not going to stay very well stocked that long. Or we can get perfect back-to-back warehouse configuration here. I can't refuse that, can I? Oh, I do hate that it's on the main road though. It's fine, I can deal with it. And we'll have animal products, a flour, what was the others? Paper and plastic. Paper and plastic. In terms of producing those, I don't want any farming. I don't want like an abattoir. Oh, then again, maybe an abattoir actually would be quite nice here. Well, not nice. It's obviously not a particularly pleasant place, is it? But realistic, at least, if they're slaughtering the food on site and then immediately processing it. I need to place the farm main building though. How can I get you? Maybe on the edge here? And again, you do see in Phoenix, don't you? Just random fields in the middle of the suburbs, so I can probably get away with putting fields here. Tesco did it as well as Findus. What were they? What, in like Tesco's own lasagna? There goes the Tesco sponsorship as well then. Yeah, immediately yes. I think. Immediately maybe. I think is a better term. Immediately maybe. Has its road connection. Coco still there? Yes, she is. I'm very wary of leaving the camera on when she's not there. I think that would probably be quite distracting for VOD watchers. But shout out to the VOD watchers if you've made it 2 hours and 20 minutes into a live stream video. Thank you for watching them back. How have we never stumbled across the asset combination before? Slaughterhouse and the food factory. I'm very much on board with that. Hey Marco, you missed the notification. We're building a mile grid city on the Badland Ridges map from map pack 4. This is all we've done so far. And we're just eyeing up potential food factory build. You just want crops, so we can give you a silo. That will sort you out. It'll go mad with the traffic for a little bit, but it'll calm down. I reckon we get quite dirty and dusty by the rail here as well, you know. Let's drop down to dirt road. And then maybe this dirt road was like an old service road for the burnt out factory or something. And then I think I'll go with some nature reserve pathway. And then in between that, little sprinkles of that overgrown brush. I might actually turn on some Saguaro assets. Hello, cocoa beans. Just moved up again. I think fence here as well. For which... maybe I won't actually. Was going to intersection market, but because there's nodes quite tight in here with each other, it probably won't be very happy with intersection marking tool fencing. We'll go off oil fence, I think. We'll also bring this down here as well up to the road. And a box off the whole industrial site. Horse meat wasn't the problem, but it was sold as beef. Yeah, that was the issue, wasn't it? I've never tried horse myself. Unless I had a Findus lasagna between 2012 and 2013, whenever it was. I never tried it. We were talking about this in the Discord the other day, actually. Alex had some reindeer in her freezer, and then we got onto the subject of wanting to try bison and elk and all these exotic kind of game meats. Right, with this space here, Industrial Evolution, I think. Let's see what we've got to play with Industrial. This one's in the filter, isn't it? Industrial Evolution. Industrial Revolution, sorry. I always get it wrong. So we could go old brick to match with the two factories, or we can use the modern kind of CNC machine sort of warehouses. What do you think? Do we take the zoned industry, older or newer? The chat can decide that one. Terry Pratchett had his dwarf species eating rat on a stick. Can't say I've seen it, Nicola. Can't say I've seen that one. OE burning sponsorship bridges like a pro. It's fine, it's worth it. It's worth it for the bants, for the laughs that we have together. I will crash the income of my business for banter. But if anyone from Tesco is listening, do reach out. Sponsorship opportunities are available. They sell alien meat the slaughterhouse is used to slaughter the eyeless aliens. We could have done that and turn them into frozen Chinese food. Could have done, yeah. Oh, Coco's gone again, hasn't she? Alright, let me turn off Coco Camp. I don't know what, she's not there consistently. She likes to relocate. Had a deer burger yesterday at a food festival. Very nice, Nomus. Reindeer is amazing, says Nomus again. Any Finns in the chat? Don't think so. Don't have a ton of Finnish people here. Newer goes better with the station and the storage. It does actually, yeah, you know what, maybe we'll do both. We'll put a block of older here in front of the station, and then a newer processing facility with the train station. So what I'm really looking for here is to try and produce usable factory blocks. So you two should go together quite nicely. I do miss being able to do this in CS2. I know you can use the static ploppables buildings, but they don't work because they're just props. But, you can't really do it in 2 because the buildings are quite different in terms of the size and the car parking that comes with them. Which I guess you can use better bulldozer to tame it a little bit, but it's not the easiest fusing, I don't think. Add another little side unit there. And then you... Can I have you as like a little out yard of this factory, I wonder? Box all that up. And then of course, because this is facing the other way, we need to move its spawn point. Which we can click and drag. Thank you so much for that tip, no miss. And a bit of wasteland between them. I think even just touch chain link fencing. Not just use the small one here. Comes out the building here and around the back. Finish it. Could finish it with the gate, I suppose. That would also work. It's a bit big though. Might just do a little open swinging gate like that if you like. There we go. Something like that. That goes really nicely with the food factory, doesn't it, eh? Really nicely, actually. Some nice little sight lines developing around this little factory plaza, isn't there? Might even make factory spice of the month next month, actually. I do love the factory builds. I'm a fan of level 2 Industrial Revolution. Yeah, all next to the factory news somewhere else. We'll do that. We're gonna have to go for Chinese chips, peas, and fish cake later on. That's a bold combination, Sean. You're getting mushy peas with the Chinese. That's... I'm not sure that's allowed. I'm not sure on that one. Can anyone else back Shawnage up? Mushy peas with the Chinese. Cocoa Beans is back again. I think we're coming to the end of the stream here, guys. It feels like it's time for a wee break. We'll quickly try and wrap up this industrial area. Give me like 5 minutes, Cocoa Beans, and then we'll go, I promise. He's back waiting for me again. Put the cam back on. You can't really see her. You can just about see her ass poking out. So I reckon a fusing at the front of the station. Like an extension of... Oh, doesn't that work quite nicely, actually, for an extension of the train station? Come back into your bed, Cocoa Beans. The people want to see you. There we go. Right now she's a bit more settled and immediately moves. Of course. She's so cute, isn't she, just? She is the most adorable doggo there ever was. Yeah, a lot of the level 2 ones are very warehousey, aren't they? Let's do a few of these. Don't want too many though. Maybe some of these little triangle roof numbers, which I'm going to turn around and building spawn point so we can do some more interesting things with them. I will definitely have Coco come again on stream then, guys, if you've enjoyed it. We'll have it back. Apologies if it was annoying for the VOD watchers, the constant webcam hopping up and down. Excellent, more inspiration from my own Riverwood County. Glad to hear, Thomas. Hope you guys do manage to get inspired from our little creative mode live streams. Of course, Ilium starts tomorrow. Don't forget that'll be out Monday morning. And then early access for episode 2, a week in advance, available to YouTube members and patrons, if that's something you want to get involved in. Links are below. But that isn't bad. I think we'll have to finish it next episode, because I really have to go now. Coco is about to attack. But I had a lot of fun today. I think we will leave it there. We'll finish off this next bit of the city when we do stream this again, for which we will, because I've thoroughly enjoyed the start of another Margrave project here. And over the course of a few months, whenever we need something chill to stream, we can hop in here and add to the never-ending Margrave as we slowly fill this valley with space and city. But thank you for hanging out as well. We had like 220 of you here earlier. That's really nice to see so many. Should we line this one up with the art couplet? There we go. Isn't that wonderful? Amazing. Yeah, thank you for hanging out with me on your Sunday, guys. We'll definitely be streaming a bit more consistently now. I've just been so busy and honestly super burnt out since moving house. Especially with the start of Project Skylines as well. Those are just monstrous edits that keep me in front of the PC for so long. So we'll be back. I want to do a Project Skylines live stream at some point too. So expect that. Thank you for your support and donations today as well. You've all been very generous, and I hope you enjoy the start of a new, kind of out of the blue Margrid project. Enjoy your weekends. Don't forget Ilium tomorrow. And as always, and leave me a like as well, and a comment if you've got nothing else to do with the rest of your afternoon once the VOD is processed. Appreciate you all. And as always, we shout out the regulars: Jen, Fred, Haley, Lloyd, Marco, Maniac, Minor, Brassac, John, Shawnage, Alexi, Big Dave, Stephen, Juk, Nomis, Fred. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Catch you around. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.